Sanbonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the new kid on the block, the new reality show called Tina Singo Zungu. Now guys, if you are a lover of Utina Zungu, if you love his music and you follow his life, then I think you're going to enjoy this reality TV show. I think it's nice. I think it is I don't know whether I want to say it's realistic, because one thing I was surprised about, you guys, I didn't know Wuchutina Zungu and his wife lived so lavishly. I have heard about it. People will say it's the family, the Stairs family, and I never ever got it up until I saw some comments saying Wuchutina Zungu would always talk about the stuff that they have, the fact that they live in a Stairs house. The Stairs house is a double-story house and stuff like that. But these people seem sorted in life. And Utina Zungu and his wife, they look like guys. They love the finer things in life. So I didn't know that. I don't follow Utina Zungu ganjalo, guys. I didn't grow up listening to Utina Zungu. Like, I know he mina ngimazela manje, but there's some people who are saying they grew up with this music. I'm like, auntie, how long has this person been around? Because when on this show, he says he started singing in 2007. So when people are saying they grew up listening to his music, what are they trying to say? But anyway, Utina says, listen, me and my wife, my family and I, we are trendsetters. We don't copy anyone. Yay! Mina, guys, once a person says that statement, for me, it's got a bit of sass in it, because it's like, I don't know, guys, maybe I'm gonna come off as being judgmental or whatnot, but forgive me, because I'm gonna give my honest opinion, right? For me, I don't see the reason why as a gospel singer you should even be saying we don't copy anyone. Like, why? Like, for me, it's like maybe kunenkulumo that bayakopa nabantu. Like, what's wrong with copying? I don't get. I feel like people who like talking about me and I don't copy other people, they like acting special for nothing, because I'm just like, like, we don't copy people. When you wear something or you put a look together when it comes to fashion, it's inspired by something or someone else. So why are we afraid to say, like, I saw this from someone and I liked it, and I liked it for myself, or I saw this person who had a similar body to me and I thought it's going to look nice on me. So anyway, but that's their own thing. They say they are trendsetters, you guys, and that they don't copy anyone. Now they've got 3 children, you guys. For the people who follow Uti, now we know Tina's child, the one child, Undumi, so he sings, guys, and he sings very well. Like, I almost thought when I heard that child sing, I'm like, this child, I'm sure since he was like 1 or 2 years old, they took him to iskolo sama vocals to make sure Uti, because he sings well, you guys. I was pleasantly surprised to Uti Undumi, so it's almost as if he's been trained into like what he is, in a sense, which is not a bad thing, guys. I don't see no problem in training children to walk in certain footsteps, because I mean the father worked hard to be where he is. So why wouldn't you want to train your children to, not that you're forcing them, but if they have the gift to be singing, why not? But he seems very mature, you guys. And he seems well trained. Like, he gives me the type of vibes, Mpumelelo Mselegu, not in the bad way, guys. You know how Mpumelelo speaks, how everyone will be like, why Mpumelelo Chandu Kulumingati, like he's a grown person. Undumiso gives me those vibes. When he's speaking, he's very like, he sounds mature, like yingane. But it's a good thing, you guys. And I always say there's nothing wrong as a parent to want your child to follow or to walk in your footsteps. Then the other child who always, okay, which seems to be people's favorite, you guys, she's a girl. It's so weird saying she's a girl, because the word she like already gives it off. But anyway, she seems forward. She likes dancing. So the other two, I feel like there was an expectation that these children must sing because onward and Usmangaliso we see them singing and no, they are not gifted. Shame, like singing is not their thing. But I'm glad that I don't know. I don't know why they felt the need to sing. Maybe it's because they're coming from a singing family. Because the wife Uzama, if I'm not mistaken, she also she sings fairly okay. She sings fairly well. She's just not a musician. She's just not a singer. So onward together, she loves dancing. Yamba nuguti la. And she's forward, you guys. She seems as if she's the life of the party. She seems like she's the life of the family. People really loved her because she was saying something about mina like yes abafana bakhona kodwa yes abafana bangishele esontweni kodwa bayaphapha. Hey mina, I don't focus on boys and I don't have a boyfriend, but I'm like, this child seems forward. And you know what, it's not always a bad thing for a child to be forward, guys. It just means ukuthi she's outspoken, and it means ukuthi her talent might lie within speaking or anything to do with her personality. And then I get Usmangaliso, guys, and when Usmangaliso spoke, my heart was so painful because he said umphatha kabi when his father goes out or leaves with Undumiso because he's wondering if they're safe. I'm just like, that's the thing, you guys, because it's like Undumiso sings well. And it's like he's following in his father's footsteps, ne? Who already too might not feel it that much because she's a girl. But the Usmangali, so I feel like there's a potential for him feeling it. Because if Undumiso sings, that means Undumiso Beno Tina. That's how he pronounces his name, Tina, but we say Tina. Undumiso Beno Tina, they travel a lot together, which means Usmangaliso, he's always left alone with his mother and his sister. So I really hope the show kind of gets to touch a little bit on that, on how does Utina still nurture his relationship with Usmangaliso and still make Usmangaliso feel as if, you know what, you're important, you are loved, you are equally loved, even though you don't know how to sing. Don't feel the pressure of forcing yourself to sing like I still will make time for you, something like that, because I potentially see Inga there, or at least with the other two children, because Ndumiso's forever with the father and now Ndumiso is a star. So anyway, one of the first scenes we see Unokuzana get Uzama. She is going to fetch, which is Utina's wife. She gets a phone call. She's preparing in the morning, preparing to go to church. She gets a phone call from Undumisa, and Undumisa's like, Ma, I just landed. I'm at the airport. Ngati ha. That this child is saying it's the airport. And that's how Muhambe guys. I'm just like, hey. Tina says, someone said in the comment section there on Twitter, Tina si busy and north. Si busy and north, si funana nama taxi. There's children who are catching flights. So anyway, and then Zama's like, oh my gosh, just give me 15 minutes. She goes and fetch him. When she fetches him there, guys, one man, he was flying alone. She fetches him and she asks him while they're driving back home, she asks him such an important question. She asks him, okay, now that your brand is doing very well, you are now famous. I mean, guys, he is famous. You are now famous. Like, how are you coping with everything? Now, Unokuzana Ndimisa, in his diary session, he does say he is struggling, guys, to juggle all of these things, and he is distracted when it comes to school. But he says he feels pressured because he doesn't want to let down his father, because he's the one that actually asked his father, or he asked his father to do music. So it seems like a case where Undumis was afraid of voicing out to his father to tell him, hey, I'm a bit distracted, and school, I can't juggle these things. And he's afraid to tell his father because his father might say, listen, school comes first, as no peace, let's rather do less gigs and less traveling and all of that. But they know Utina has been in the music industry, so I believe, or I want to believe, that he knows it's not as easy as people make it out to seem. So they need to prioritize getting their child focused on school, or at least striking the balance. Now, another thing I loved about the show, episode 1, guys, is that, you are not an island. Do you understand? Utina travels a lot. So I'm glad on the show we got to see his friends, and his friends are going to be featured on this on the reality show. So one of the friends we get to meet is a guy called Ustraika. He's an apostle. He has a church. He is married, you guys. Another scene we see Uti. So yeah, he's friends with Utina, and he met Utina through did he say through Ujumbo or something? No, he met Utina. I don't know through. I can't remember, you guys. But we see Apostle Gem. He is out with his wife. He's taking his wife out, ne? And then Unokuzana, remember I said Uguchu Unokuzana, Uzama, when she went to go and fetch Ingane at the airport, she was rushing to church. So they come back home, they go to church, they have a service, she preaches, you guys. So she is a powerhouse. At least while Utina's doing the running about and whatnot, she is at church. Isontolabilisenanda. She preaches and she can hold that office, which is nice. So when church comes out, she gets a call from Utina, and Tina's like, listen, I've got a few days off from work. I've got a few hours off from work or something like that. So I want you to organize a last minute lunch with my friends so that by the time I come back, then we can just chill with friends and enjoy. I was a bit disappointed at that. I'm like, what do you mean, sir? You traveled so much, and a few hours or a few days off that you're getting, the first thing you're thinking about is getting a get together. Like, I get to what we are trying to push content, but no, I expected you to say, you know what, the first day of let me rather spend time with my family and whatnot. But anyway, he did that, and the wife said, okay, fine, I'm gonna do that. So Apostle Striker, he is out. We see a scene, he's out and about with his wife having dinner or lunch or something like that. So while they're speaking Anjano, he gets a call from Utina Zungu's wife inviting them to come to this lunch tomorrow. So the lunch is going to be happening tomorrow. So anyway, Avumege, he's like, no, it's fine, we'll be there in Ini. Haibo, Apostle's wife was like, why kufonela manje, like izinto zama last minute, like kanti ubungane obunjani? So like, what type of friendship is one-sided? Like, why are they calling us last minute? Tina wisho ukuthi asinazi izinto, there's nothing that, like, we don't have plans. Like, no, like, you can't be inviting us lama last minute. Like, you might as well go alone. Apostle get in his diary session, he says, me and Utina, yes, we are friends, but our wives, they are just acquaintances because of us, but they're not necessarily friends. Now it looks like Apostle's wife it did seem like one drama, you guys. But there's some people, guys, they can't pretend. Like me, if I would have to be on a reality TV show, I'm not pretending for no one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe Vele Abazwani, or maybe there have been instances in the past where she felt like Uthina benomkakhe, they only invite us ngama last minute. Guys, being invited ngama last minute, it's not nice. And sometimes it does give off the vibes ngathi awuhloniphi, ngathi thina we don't have anything to do. And if as Figi, it's like we're not honoring your invite. You understand? So I get where she was coming from, and people were like, I bone drama, ma apostoli, like really, you're an apostle's wife, you shouldn't be. I'm like, there's some people who can't pretend, my babe, and maybe she's one of them, but there's something there, and we are due to see it. We will definitely see it. Then another person I was surprised to see is Dr. Kehlelezi, guys, the polygamist. He is Utina's friend. Now, guys, I just want to say this, ne? This reality show, it's going to really go well for Utina, or number two, it can really go south or sour. Because one of the things we see that's going to happen is that Utina speaking about his history of cheating on his wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, the gospel industry, guys, there's some parts of people that are forgiving where they want you to tell such stories and then they can relate with you. But there's some people, guys, they always want to have a perfect image of you. The moment you break that image, they feel like they can't follow you. They feel like you're untrustworthy. And now, Unokuzana, Dr. Kehlelezi, being part of this reality show as as Utina's friend. I feel like there's going to be a bit of controversy there because we know there's a group of Christians who feel like they don't want to, like, why is Utina a pastor, a gospel singer, and why he's befriending a traditionalist or a sangoma or whatever Dr. Kehelezi is. So that's interesting, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see. Dr. Kehelezi has 3 wives. He gets the invite. He tells his wives that, listen, siyahamba kusasa, we are going to the Stairs house. Ulokuzana, Utina's wife, invited us. Then another person we see is Ujumbo. I am very fond of Ujumbo, guys. So we see Ujumbo. I was glad to see him there, and he was also one of the people who are invited. Now come the day where they are having the actual event. So Utina eventually gets home. He literally gets home few minutes before his guests arrive. Manjinkinga is that Ustraika, Apostol, Beno Dr. Kehelezi, they don't know one another. But you could see ukuthi abazwani. Because they come in fine kungenwe, and then you can see ukuthi they know one another. Angithi in the industry, you might have not have met someone, but when you see someone that you know them, man. You can see what our personal striker is uncomfortable with the fact that Dr. Kehelezi is there. Dr. Kehelezi tries to greet him, but tries to handshake him. But the apostle is like, no, I can't handshake you. I'm just going to give you a fist stamp. And the Dr. Kehelezi took that as an offense. So the episode just ends there, but you could see the tension. But in next week, we see the problem is Apostle is one of those Christians that don't believe in befriending like a traditionalist. And he's like, no, I'm not going to sit here in a sangoma. Like, you can't be a sangoma. Because Dr. Kehelezi says he's a sangoma and a pastor at the same time. Well, Apostle Striker's like, no, you can't be both. So the clash that's going to go on there, you guys, this is going to be interesting to see because I feel like it's going to be representing the current state of the church in a sense of, there's one group that feels like, no, you can't mix these two. And there's another group that's like, no, you can actually mix both ancestors and God and whatnot. Going to be interesting to see. That's why I'm saying Jumbo, not Jumbo. Now this reality show can either go really well for you or really bad for you. But anyway, it seems like they are used to getting a lot of attention, and I guess they should be able to bear the heat that's gonna come, or the backlash that might come with this. Anyway, guys, let's park it right there because that's the recap of episode 1. It was interesting. There are some people who found the reality show interesting, but other people are like, nah, yeah, bora. Especially if you don't follow gospel, things like that, guys. I get to with you how it could possibly be boring. But anyway, let's park it right here. You tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.